The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple of years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple of years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff. And Mike Zimmer, his head coach, pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go now.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
3rd down and 8 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call. But unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Now, this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. They'll drop the throw. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They're going to look to throw. And some room to work. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
As they run the counter play. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Gun. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game, probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Look at the dance and the juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He only has a single solo carry. Numero uno. Second quarter, they need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only 1 carry kind of takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Touchdown, Houston! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And it's good to make it 14-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be good.
You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
They'll look to throw. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go! Detroit, 39!
They'll set up a throw. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Vikings are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Texans will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. 3rd down from inside the 50. Chaney's got the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Texans take it at the 1. Leach is going to break free after a stiff arm, and he'll go for a score. Texans now on top. Texans take it at the 34. Leach has got nothing but space here, and he'll go for the score. That puts them on top by 14. Texans with the ball late in the half. Massey's got the catch here, and that's a house call as they go up here at 21-0.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run.
Let's go. Green.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephen Weatherly in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of
success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
All right, here we go. Green.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially, no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out comes Minnesota. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now
on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Whoosh. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, and now he bowls. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
All right, here we go.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Green, 39. Green.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramirez. Touchdown, Vikings. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. To throw again. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Pushing through the contact. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, nice move.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now this is incomplete. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kentrell Brothers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.